ready to be harvested in the form of Alec Odin.
I mean, look, you can say what you want, but I mean, Alec Odin is a future superstar here. This guy is a put together. Look at this guy. He's put together. I don't know why he took a payday from Joel Gertner, but I mean, for all the money that Joel Gertner claims he has, yet he can't buy an undershirt. I just don't get it.
Or a body groomer.
Jeez.
Or even one of those jawline exercisers. But I digress. Because we got a big hoss coming out to the ring, and it's really a shame when you see someone that's this talented and this tough kind of go that darker path. And sometimes we understand it's a tough economy. You get a good offer from Gertner, hedging some of those sports bets and crypto trades. Maybe this is what he had to do to feed his family.
I mean, I'll be honest. I will hold this against Alec Odin. This is going to hurt his career here at Battleground Championship Wrestling, taking a payday from Joel Gertner. There's no doubt about it. I can't allow this. I mean, Joel Gertner right now has 3 men out with him, not including the guy in the ring. There's an army out there.
Yeah, it's wild to think about Joel Gertner, a master manipulator, a brilliant wrestling mind, a seasoned mind. He's been there and he's done that, but he uses his powers almost exclusively to annoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, please welcome my next guest. At this time, he has a #1 album on iTunes. He has come face to face with the likes of John Cena and The Undertaker. He has sold out arenas worldwide, and that is no different here tonight at the 2300 Arena here in South Philly on his sold out 2024 World Tour. It is all time for us to all experience Elijah.
When I got the call from Tim Embler to do commentary on this show, he asked me if I wanted to walk with Elijah. And I, just like everyone here at the 2300 Arena, all of this sold-out capacity, super no vacancy crowd, here to see Elijah, here to see this star-studded show, and here to maybe hopefully see some rough justice measured out to Joel Gertner and his squad.
Finally, we get an actual pro wrestler out here, and maybe we can have some actual pro wrestling matches, not to take anything away from the opening contest. We have Jason Voorhees out here. He was 5'2". I mean, I don't know what to say. There's a lot of things. I mean, it's the Halloween show. It's the Halloween show.
The Michael Myers spooked me, though. The Michael Myers had a lot of intensity.
I mean, when the Michael Myers in the crowd is a foot taller, I mean, that makes you wonder, like, who really is Michael Myers?
Well, you know how it is, just like Sylvester Stallone. He's not exactly 6'7" when you see him in person, but on camera, man, is he a giant.
Indeed. He's not taking down a basketball team, that's for sure.
Definitely not. He's no Prince on the basketball court.
All right, here we go.
This is going to be a banger right here. Elijah versus Alec Odin. Alec Odin, straight out of Baltimore, Maryland.
The Baltimore Indies?
American muscle, 265 pounds. And aside from the Joel Gertner Association, he's a guy that I thought very highly of previously, seemingly someone who has quite a lot of upside.
Alec Odin's career in Battleground Championship Wrestling, he's tag team with Trax and Gary Wolf. Gary Wolf kind of passed the torch to these guys and called them the Pitbull Revolution.
Nice.
They did a lot of damage here, and his win-loss record is very, very strong. So this is not a layup here for Elijah.
And as great as the competition here is in Battleground Pro, to be able to face someone the measure of Elijah is going to be a whole different challenge. But Odin seemingly doing okay here. He's holding on for dear life. Shot off by Elijah. Big shoulder tackle by Alec Odin. Elijah maybe now. Oh, God. Come on, Joel Gertner. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I can't even imagine how badly Elijah would just rip up Joel Gertner like a flyer for Tony Luke's. Not that we would rip up a flyer for Tony Luke's, but if we were to, that's what it would be like. Elijah would tear up Joel Gertner like a wet paper bag. A wet paper bag that formerly had a cheesesteak in it. How about that? I am your boy, OG Kevin Gill. It's my honor to be here in the 2300 arena for Battleground Championship Wrestling. Homegrown talent, Alec Odin, all the way up from Baltimore, Murderland, going one-on-one with Elijah. Elijah with the power and the presence. And with Elijah, the shackles are off. We're seeing Elijah uncensored, unlimited, unpasteurized, unhomogenized. Pure Elijah from the tap. Nice reversal here. Odin swings wildly. One more time, Elijah ducks under, and Elijah lowers the boom, sending all 265 pounds of Odin out to the cold concrete floor of the 2300 arena. Tim Embler, who had joined me on commentary, had such severe acid reflux from being exposed to Joel Gertner that he had to step away from the commentary desk to deal with that gastrointestinal distress. Elijah now teaching some wrestling lessons. The size of Elijah, the musculature, the talent, the abilities. And despite being outnumbered, Elijah is just ready to go to war. Bouncing his head right off that steel ring frame on the apron like it was a basketball. Elijah got something to say to the undercover lover, too. Photographers, nobody wants to cross Elijah. One more time, he punked him out on it, too. Oh, God, that third one may have been the worst one yet. Elijah taking his time, heading around that ring. And we're so glad to have Tim Embler back with us.
I apologize. An owner's job is never done. I'm back. I wish Joel Gertner was not around, but he is, so.
It's unfortunate. I can imagine Joel Gertner being around could really trigger the acid reflux and other sort of stress-related issues and incidences for you, Tim. I know you got a lot on your plate right now. We appreciate you joining us here.
I'm sitting home on a Tuesday, minding my own business, and this guy is tagging me on Twitter, like calling me like names that a kid would call somebody on a schoolyard, and I'm like, can you do something? Go gamble on the Dodgers.
Right. Go make some of this money you're talking about, Joel. 1, 2, only 2. Elijah's been very impressive, even while you stepped away, Tim. Just the power, the knowledge. The crowd's in his pocket.
I mean, Elijah's a top-rate talent. I mean, the WWE really missed the boat by letting him go. He's got a identical brother somewhere too. I tried to book him, but he said he was busy.
Yeah, I heard he's a bit harder to reach and could be harder to just kind of nail down.
I wanted to have him in the corner.
Oh, that would have been wonderful.
But he said he's in the Himalayas doing hiking, so I don't know what that.
Look at the agility of Odin. But when you do that to someone who's been in the ring with the Undertaker, they're kind of got all those moves and reversals scouted.
Yeah, you can't get one over on Elijah.
There you go, bringing it old school.
Whoa!
And that was a rough landing, all the way around.
Luckily, we have a lot of ice packs here at Battleground Championship Wrestling. We're going to have to break one up for him.
Now Elijah, I think, is going to show him how it's done. Odin's attempt was the demo. Elijah, this is going to be the master recording right here. This is what will be duplicated. Let's go. Let's
walk
the walk
with Elijah.
It's time. There you go. And Odin takes the ride and careens off that canvas inside the legendary 2300 arena. Crowd is feeling it, Tim. I'm feeling it. And Elijah may have this well in hand. Joel Gertner, for all the gaga and the talking, seems very much in the background right now. It's all about the wrestling, and I'm all for that.
Well, as much as I hate the man, he is smart. He's been around for a long time, and he knows what he's doing. It wasn't an accident, him picking Alec Odin. Alec Odin is a powerhouse.
Yeah, he did make a... Oh, Gertner getting his hands on Elijah here.
Oh, come on.
Gertner pulling at the hair.
He's probably got the ref in his back pocket.
Gertner is maybe opening a door, maybe trying to write a check that his ass cannot cash. Odin with the quick pinfall attempt, got 2 3/4 on Elijah.
So close. You know, if Alec Odin wins this match, I'm never going to hear the end of it.
Yeah, you're just going to get... You might as well just have Gertner on speakerphone and just let him talk his shit while you're sleeping.
Oh, my God. It's one thing you people just don't... You will never understand the pain that I have to go through dealing with Joel Gertner.
It's got to be tough, man. I appreciate... I know all the fans here in Battleground appreciate you doing that. You taking those hits on your psyche, on your personal life, on your mental well-being in order to deliver these... Look at this crowd, Tim. Look at what's been built here in Battleground Championship Wrestling.
We have a sellout here at Battleground Championship Wrestling, and Joel Gertner did not put one ass in the seat.
No. The opposite. I know of at least about 75 to 100 people who changed plans. They didn't want to go anymore once they knew Gertner would be here. And that was before they knew how long he was going to speak.
Nobody knows how long he's going to. The only one word we know when it comes to Joel Gertner speaking is long.
Oh, wait a second. Alvin, look, he's getting around without a walker now.
What?
It took him damn near 18 and a half minutes to get down the ramp and to one ring post. Now he's walking unaided. Odin sends Elijah out to the floor, and there's the undercover lover. Oh, and there's Gertner. What has Gertner got? Gertner was hitting him with some sort of weapon.
It's great to see the referee just standing in the middle of the ring doing nothing.
I don't know if the ref was distracted. I was distracted by the grotesque movements of the undercover lover. It's something that is now burned into my psyche, Tim.
That jiggling, that
inadvertent. It's not even intentional jiggling. It's the inadvertent jiggle that got me.
You know, I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna peel back the curtain a little bit. He actually stands backstage and practices that
for hours.
And I am not kidding.
First person in the building today, that guy, gyrating in the back and a mask on.
With him in front of a mirror.
And he brings the mirror. This way there's no excuses.
Yeah.
Elijah firing back now. And you got to fight back. When your back's against the wall, or in this case, the steel guardrail, you got to turn up the volume. Elijah's outnumbered, but he's never outgunned.
I have confidence in Elijah. I had a conversation with him. I told him what he was getting into. I told him that Joel Gertner was going to pull every trick out of the bag, and he didn't care.
Quick cover here by Odin. Only two. One more time on the great Elijah. Crowd now starting to fire up Elijah. This Super No Vacancy crowd getting under the skin of Alec Odin. And the more they get under his skin, the more Elijah fights back. Clubbing forearm smash across the back takes the wind right out of Elijah.
You know, I just think the odds are stacked too much against Elijah. There's too much going on out here. Too many hurdles to overcome.
So many obstacles, so many hurdles. It's not a level playing field for Elijah to walk on, to play on, to run on, and to pin and submit his opponents upon.
When I called Elijah to do this match, he was so honored to come to Battleground Championship Wrestling, and it's just a shame that he's not getting a fair shake.
And that he has to fight in essentially a handicap, an unsanctioned handicap match.
I didn't know what to expect with this announcement by Joel Gertner, but I knew one thing. It was going to be a disappointment. And it was.
I'm still very disappointed and disturbed by the addition, even if it's temporarily, of this undercover lover.
There's no way I'm going to allow this to stand. I mean, there's only one man in the world that could do that jiggle.
Yeah, it's the Philadelphia Playboy.
Exactly.
I've seen the GIFs. I mean, the GIFs have gone viral time and time again for all the wrong reasons.
I mean,
it's like getting rickrolled, but worse and visually.
He got chokeslammed by 911 in the first ever ECW tribute to the Extreme match, and he threatened to sue me. And that's how he got his first match in Battleground Championship Wrestling. And I thought I'd be done with him after that, and it just was one thing after the next. And now he's fired, so he will be fired.
Sometimes when you give him an inch, they take a yard. And Elijah right now trying to get an inch of separation. And he may have just got it. Beautiful textbook execution of that suplex.
You know, I'm trying to stay bipartisan here, but it's very hard. Very hard.
I agree. I try to be unbiased to the best of my ability, but obviously, who doesn't want to walk with Elijah? Who can't support this type of talent? There you go, Elijah. Lining him up and knocking him down. Elijah whips him in. Reversal by Price. Oh, they got caught with the chop. Elijah with a huge size 14 on the point of the chin. Odin is done. Done. Pin him. Count it.
Oh, finally.
Undercut. Don't turn your back on.
Please, no.
Alec Odin, no. Odin almost had him. Elijah, more seasoned. Beautiful execution, dumps him right on his head, hooks that leg. No! Damn it!
I gotta admit, I thought it was over.
How close can you get?
And that goes to the strength of Alec Odin. This has nothing to do with Joel Gertner. Alec Odin is a force to be reckoned with. I'm not taking anything away from the man, but the choices he made will be his downfall.
Yeah, he escaped that pin on his own. He had that heart and level of skill on his own. Gertner just weighs him down. A high tide raises all ships, but rolling with Joel Gertner subjects you to eternal low tide. And Elijah found a way to kick out. Elijah is still in this fight. Alec Odin cannot believe it.
It's anybody's contest right now. This could go either way.
Truly, and what it would mean to Alec Odin to get a win over someone with the pedigree and the fan adulation, the buzz that surrounds someone like Elijah.
Oh, he thinks Elijah is a stepping stone. I mean, Alec Odin's talented, but he's cocky.
Odin trying to have some of that arrogance perhaps knocked out of him by those punches and chops being unleashed by Elijah. But Odin, as you said, a top talent in his own right, able to absorb the punishment and keep firing back.
I'm very impressed by Alec, but equally as impressed by Elijah.
Absolutely. And the crowd firmly drawn into this match. Two epic warriors putting it all on the line in the center of that ring. Cheap shot. Odin cut him off with a cheap shot.
Always a cheap shot.
Good God, DDT. Cruel but fair. Center of the ring. Odin. 1, 2. Oh, my God. Odin came that close, Tim. That close.
There's still life in Elijah. I still believe in him. I didn't make a mistake picking him for this match. He's taken everything that they've thrown at him, and he's still in it.
And he's so good and he's so tough, he can fight multiple people. It's not. I think if it was a one-on-one, as great as Odin is, the match would be over already. Oh, come on.
Oh.
Alvin, one more time. Now he doesn't need the walker again.
So if they bend it, how's he going to wheel himself up the ramp?
Wait a second. He's mocking his own partner? Oh, no.
This is not good.
Elijah doesn't even see it coming. Referee finally getting involved here.
The referee wakes up.
Joel Gertner going back to the hair. Joel Gertner, it's like fighting a kindergarten
Joel
kid.
took it.
Yes! Joel got caught. Lariated it off the ring onto the concrete floor. Here comes Elijah. Gut shot with the side of the walker. Boom, Baye! Across the spine.
Oh.
And there's one in the face.
Come on, ref.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Street justice in Philly.
You reap what you sow, Mr. Gertner.
Let's all walk with
Thank you so much for having me out here. It was an honor. At least I can take recourse and knowing that Joel Gertner took a punch to the face. It was an honor. Thank you, guys. We got so much more coming, and I will turn it over into your capable hands.
Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you for coming out here and lending your insight and knowledge into this encounter to fill everybody in on what's been going on with Joel Gertner, with the Philadelphia Playboy, the undercover lover, Alvin Alvarez, this whole Joel Gertner tribe. I don't approve of it. I want them gone. I want the building fumigated. I want this whole place aired out. I want everything reset, and I want to just forget about Joel Gertner. I don't want to see Joel Gertner anymore, and I definitely 100% do not want to see the undercover lover in any of his forms.
So I think some stuff went down.
So a few things. Elijah standing tall. Had a fight essentially in a handicap match against the entire Sex With Your Next Ex Express. But the crowd nonplussed. They came into this wanting to walk with Elijah, and as Elijah heads out, they still want to walk with Elijah. What a battle!
Yeah. I think that's the best way to put it. That's the only way to put it. That this was essentially a 4-on-1 match.
And Elijah had what it took. The ring announcer said it perfectly. He talked about some of the people that Elijah has been in the ring with and had such incredible... oh, God. Come on. I'm throwing it up in my mouth again. This is just disgusting. For all Joel Gertner's sports betting and crypto flipping, can someone get this man a body groomer or a gift card at a waxer? Please. I don't want to have to see this. Oh, Alvin, able to somehow able to take a few steps now.
Yeah, but I think it's safe to say we should turn our attention to what's coming up next.
Oh, my Lord. I don't know if we can until someone gets a spatula or a squeegee and just gets, or a power washer. Let's get a power washer out here and